Hi everyone, this is Erin from Sandpaper Road, and look at this great jar. I made it, it's just an old pickle jar, and I made it by applying some surface sprays from Brutus Monroe. And I'm going to show you how to do it. It is so easy. Everything you think it is, just by looking at it, is all that it is. But doesn't it look neat? And can't you imagine it with a candle in it, like a one of those battery operated tea lights or LED lights inside? I didn't do anything with the lid, but then I was thinking of, you know, those gifts too, those Christmas gifts that you give where you put the mix, the cake mix or the cookie mix inside. You could do that. There's just, it's just neat to be able to give a little decorative jar, and it's so easy. So before you throw your jars away, think of this idea, and I'll put links in the description box where you can pick up these surface sprays by Brutus Monroe. They're great. Today I'm using, what is this? This is Oz, and I have Wagon, and then I have Phone Book, and essentially the red, yellow, and the blue of the surface sprays. And my jar is getting away from me. Any jar that you want, just make sure that you get the label all the way off. I learned this the hard way in my test runs, because look at the difference here. Now both ended up the same, and aren't they nice? These are my test run jars. Aren't they cool? But, and I want to show you all something else that happened with the bottom too. See how this one looks really good and this one is a little bit not as good? Well, so tips that I learned along the way is make sure the label is all the way off, because look how that looks. That was just a piece. I thought, oh, it won't matter. Well, it kind of does matter. So get your label all the way off. And secondly, secondly, what you want to do is make sure that you have, like I just cut this from watercolor paper and a Spellbinders die, and you could just use a glue dot or two and just secure it right onto the bottom of the jar, like so. Then when your spray, try to get it on the bottom of the jar. And then when your spray hits, as you're working with the spray, it won't, it'll spray this and it won't spray the bottom of your jar. Okay? So for some reason this is not sticking very well, and I feel that what I should be doing is maybe instead of doing it on the middle, these are just removable glue dots, and maybe I need to put them on the outermost edges. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to start with the phone book, and just, I have a little tray. It's like I call it my spray tray, because anytime I use the surface sprays, I do it. And just coat as little or as much as you like. I did not coat my jar in gesso first. I didn't do anything to it. I just made sure that it was clean and dry. And that's what it looks like, just a little bit, like a little stripe. Now, if I want it, what I could do is do the other side as well. Let me move these jars. Okay. I could do the opposite end as well. That would probably look good. And while I already have the spray out, might as well, right? So now I have two opposite ends. And I'm just being mindful that any color that I spray is going to blend with the one next to it. So yeah, if I don't want that kind of a blend, I just keep it away from there, I guess. And then I'll do a little blue. The cool thing also is that I can spray this little disc that I have and use it for another project. And that's that. Now, the properties that are in the surface sprays, they will allow these little like cells and beads and things. I didn't do anything to that. I didn't spray any water. I didn't do anything. They do that all on their own. Now, what I did learn was that you will end up with some kind of weird sticky finish unless you put this jar as is and put it in the oven, in a 250-degree oven, for about 30 minutes and allow it to cure. And it comes out really great. So I'm going to do that and then come right back and show you the end result. While that is in the oven curing, I totally stuck my fingerprint in this thing that I was trying to create. So I'm going to go back with, it's got kind of a lot of blue in it already. Let me go back with a little bit of yellow. Okay. And now I'll let that dry right then and there. Oh, looks great. Okay, this is what we've got. And it's all dry, smooth, and cured. And I think that that is lovely. And this was in real time. So, I mean, you saw how long it took me. And, oh my goodness, can you imagine for parties? You know what I was thinking too, is if you took a piece of like real thin, what do they call that? Like wire, copper wire, whatever I don't know, like wire, and put it over the top. You could hang them outside around your porch. You could put them this way upside down with one of these candles in here, or right side up. This is, oh, let's try the mood. Maybe. That's embarrassing. There we go. Here, let's see. Ooh, look. I kind of have to drop it in. But look. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. But can you imagine that outside? And look, we could have a whole little family of little candle things. I know, it's so corny, isn't it? But you could do, honestly, you could do for parties, for graduations or birthday parties. I think these have a really like neat party festive flair. And I really like the little battery operated candles. So easy and quick to do. And so I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Sandpaper Road on YouTube. And don't forget to click that bell to receive some notifications. And you can visit sandpaperroad.com for close-up photos and more DIY tutorials, or to shop for products. You can follow Sandpaper Road on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest, and a complete list of items used in this project idea, plus links to social media, will be in the description box. And thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.